All right, what's going on, boys and girls? Shout out to Racer X, and also shout out to another person, which is real estate student. Um, this guy's been around for a while. Good coffee. Racer X. Feel sorry about your injuries. Hopefully you will soon be able to ride a bike and do things. And stay strong, all right? Today we got a video. Magic. $28 later, and 2 days later, I get the cable. Which, mind you, I found it in my barber kit. I will put hot glue over here so they don't come out. But this is what I'm talking about. Sorry, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Waterproof. Somehow, somewhat, they coming out with these now, which is cool. So that's one thing. Cable is done. This is gonna be a spray cable, and we'll go with that. Now this one go open at the end. Boom. We also have another thing over here. You might wonder what that is. That is a 72 volt display. This is the SW900 LCD display, non-colored. Also from China. Came in pretty quick, about 2 weeks. Cost $38. Got your bracket over here with washers. Okay. Excuse me. These are the washers right here, the black washers. All right. Looks good. I'm not going to install it now or put it together because there's no reason for that. And of course the Magic. And there it is. So it's like the other one, the color one is just this one. It also has the, you guys are familiar with this monitor. It also has this settings on the back, on the side, and of course, see, this doesn't unplug. This doesn't unplug, so this is your 72 volt display. We'll also put a hot glue over here so it stays nice, but this and this are the same. So this one you can quickly disconnect, or it's called quick release, okay? And this one you can't. So this one literally goes into a screen, additional wire that sticks over here. So in other words, this wire will not go all the way in. It will be shortened somewhere here, and there will be a opposite plug from this to make it waterproof. So when you're taking out your controller, whatever you're doing, or you're just changing your screen, all you're doing is you're unplugging this part, where here you have to go to your controller and take the component out from the bottom of the bike if you have Stealth Bomber, and remove it. This is a brand new screen. It has a protection screen on it. It doesn't say anywhere that it is a 72 volts. However, that's the one I picked. I asked the person or the seller from eBay, and I was told, I was told that this only operates at 72 volts. Now, saying that, that's totally fine. We will be able to use it at 72 volt as an auxiliary screen. What I mean by auxiliary, let's say hypothetically the other screen goes out again. I have this one as a secondary use. It is plain, simple, and that's all I need. It is not color. I really don't care about color or non-color, but SW900 will work with most of the controls except Savuton, Kelly. This is a KT compatible screen for KT controllers, okay, which most are KT unless it says Savuton or a Kelly controller. This will not work. It's kind of like a universal display controller for a electric bike. If you look in my video library, you will find Same exact screen for 48 volt that I was using. That screen was 24, 36, 70. I'm sorry, 24, 36, and 48. This one apparently the seller claims it is only 72 volts, which I don't mind. How would you be able to tell? Well, if it is only operational 48 and below, when you plug this in, it will burn. It will work for a little while, but eventually when you write, it will burn. There are capacitors inside in the back, and that's what happened when I connected the headlight, and the headlight had a shortage inside because there was something installed the wrong way in that LED light bar. Again, if you look in my library, video library, you'll see which LED light bar I have installed. And also, if you want to see how bright that thing is, you can also see in my videos when I went out at night and kind of got lost in the middle of nowhere. It drastically improved my visibility, and I am extremely happy. But you'll be able to also see that I've used the screen, the LED display, which was 810, which has no screen or no display whatsoever, just the LED, not LCD. So these computers are very simple to use. There's no password. The other display, of course, the seller didn't know that there was a password. Seller swore on her heart that there's no password. I asked multiple times, but I says, you know what, let me take a chance and let me see once I receive it. Of course, I received it. The computer was set, this display was set, not this, the color one was set at 72 volt. I went to advanced settings and changed it to 48 with the password 1801. What I've noticed in the other display, that my first display was brighter than this one. I have not used this one at night, so it still will be okay. However, daytime, when I look at it at screen level 5, it works fine. Okay, so if you see down below the library in my channel, I show in details what does what. You can Google it and it will come up. You can change the amps over here. Okay, I'm not sure how far I can go, but I'm assuming probably 80 easily, no problem whatsoever. Since this is 72, it will definitely go to easily up to 100 amps. My battery, apparently to my knowledge, I was told it will handle 120 amps, which I originally asked for 100, but lucky me, I got 120. So pretty much all I will have to do is multiply the 120 times 72 volts. That will tell me the watts. So if I take 72 volts multiplied only by 100 amps, that will give me 7200 watts. The reality is, when you're running a brushless motor like my rear hub, you can put 12 volts, 24 volts, 36, 48 like I'm doing right now, 72, 94, 120, 110, whatever you want. The difference is it'll just spin faster because it has more energy to spin. The biggest drawback will be, of course, when something is spinning really fast, it also creates heat, and that's usually the problem becomes with the heat. That's why you need a temperature monitoring kit. These things don't come with temperature monitoring capability. The controller I have right now, it doesn't either. Kelly does, Salvatore does, but you know what? I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that. Secondly, the plan is to get a Salvatore controller 100 amps. Nothing fancy, nothing huge, just 100 amps. I hate the fact that I have to program it, but I can program it on my phone, which is cool. So I don't need a PC. I actually have a Mac and a PC, but I'm not a PC guy anyway. So saying that, there is a screen, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we have kind of like an auxiliary screen for dark hour when something goes wrong. With the color one, I'll be able to use this one, and of course when you want it to go in, it doesn't want to go in. All right, oh, come on, I have to put it in because I don't want to scratch it. Alright, so that's the auxiliary one. And I'm not even going to put it like that. Alright, so this is the cable. And again, $10. Got this one for free. And the reality is, still does the same thing. Okay. Still does the same thing. I mean, it's not as good as the other one, but it is what it is. It's free in this case. So I'm going to go to eBay application, and I'm going to leave a good 5-star feedback for this young man. He was trustworthy. He sent a second one. Okay, so this one it might become a giveaway. You never know. So stick around in the channel and see what is going to happen next. Other than that, I think we're good. Good coffee. I gotta go because these dogs go nuts. They sound like a pit bulls, but they aren't. Anyway, folks, be safe. Guys, take care. Make sure you don't get injured. You don't screw up your legs, your spines, your ribs, none of that. You know who I'm talking to. Alright? Take care. Be good, guys.